What's going down, y'all? Welcome back to another video. No crazy intro in this one. I wanted to jump right into it because believe me when I say this is the cleanest tutorial that I've ever posted on this channel. It's certainly my most favorite haircut to perform at the moment. My client, as you see, has some very clean, dope, well executed braids, and then we're just gonna give him a mid bald taper with a lineup in the front. Very simple. Like I said, this haircut is my favorite. I think it's the cleanest haircut that I perform out of any of my clients, and it's probably the most simple one. So right here, I'm taking down his hair with the number 1 guard open, and this is going to be our foundation. This is where we're going to bring the side taper and the back taper up into. And as far as the taper goes, we're going to start it off in the back. Anytime someone's getting a taper, whether it be a low ball taper or high ball taper, always start out in the back, because if you can execute and get the steps down of a back taper, it's going to make the side taper that much easier. And for this case, I'm just going to do the same old tutorial or same old steps that I've done in any other tutorial. Our first guideline is going to be also fast feed lever close, and then right here I'm going to open up the lever and make another guideline on top of that. And in between the first guideline and the second guideline, we're going to go no guard, open and closing. Basically what I'm doing here is I'm just playing with the lever, opening and close it, trying to fade out the line in between no guard close and no guard open. Now between our second guideline, which was the Oster fast feed open with no guard, up into that long number 1 that we created our foundation with, all I'm going to do is slap on a 1/16 guard, open and close that. Now this is not going to fade out the rest of the taper completely. There's still going to be some dark spots, which I will go in back with my Andis Masters no guard, open and closing. Then I'll slap on a 1/16 guard again, because you never can get the fade perfect on the first pass, and that's what I always try to stress to you guys, is like, just create a foundation, try to stay strict to the guidelines, and then just go in freehand no guard, open and closing like I'm doing now, and then I'll slap on a 1/16 guard and just knock out any dark spots. So I'm creating guidelines to create a foundation, and then I'm just opening, closing whatever guard I feel like is going to get the job done. And after you get that taper looking how you want, this is very important. Do this before you move on to the next step, whether it be the side taper or the lineup, whatever it is. Make sure you shave the bottom of someone's taper in the back. For one, nobody wants a neck full of hair, and 2, it's going to make your taper pop out that much more. Alright, y'all, moving on to the side taper is the same exact steps as the back taper. We're just going to open and close a Oster fast feed with no guard, and then fade out the rest of that using a 1/16 guard, open and closing. So like I said, this haircut is very clean. It's my favorite haircut that I perform, but it's super simple. Just Oster fast feed, open and closing, knocking out any dark spots, and then just slap it on a 1/16 guard, open and closing to work out the top portion of the taper. And for anyone that's never done a mid-ball taper or a high-ball taper, I highly suggest you don't skip on this part right here. Invest in a good electric shaver because it's going to make your taper pop so much more. I can't stress that enough. There's something about when the bottom portion of the taper is balded out and then the rest of the fade is just flawlessly executed. It's amazing, bro. Trust me. So don't skip on this electric shaver step and you're good. And moving on to the lineup now, before I even touch the clippers, I'm going to prep the lineup. So basically, I'm just going to comb these hairs down in the front of his lineup that weren't long enough to be braided. You don't want any of these hairs curling up because it's going to get in the way of your lineup. The flatter that these hairs are, the crispier that your lineup's going to be. And then I'm going to make sure that they're evenly laid down. So I'm going to go with the grain with a 1/16 guard halfway open. Now I say with the grain, and it's very important that you don't go against the grain in the front of someone's lineup because there's not enough area to go against the grain. You're going to cut a braid or cut a dread, and you don't want that. And after this, you guys are going to see me spray some hairspray to lock these hairs in place and make sure that they don't move when I actually line them up. And it's just going to create a crispier canvas for the lineup.
Vision made.
on to the straight razor. This is shaving gel from EZBlade. You guys know, if you guys are familiar with my channel, I'm partnered with EZBlade shaving products. You can click the link in the description down below. I have a 10% off promo code EJonesTv. Just type it in, you'll receive 10% off your whole purchase. They have razors, pomades, shave gel, shave oils, aftershave products, beard products, hairstyling gel. Anything that you guys need, you can find on ezbladshavingproducts.com. And the last step of this haircut is to apply a thin layer of hair fibers. Now I say use a thin layer because, as you guys seen, my client's lineup was already crispy, and if I were to add too much hair fibers, it's going to make his lineup look fake and look unnatural, and I don't want that. So basically what I'm doing right here is using a business card to frame out his lineup and cover up his forehead, and I just lightly dust the hair fibers onto that, and then you guys will see me go back in with my liners and knock off any of the excess fibers that aren't connected to his lineup, and then you're just left with a natural crispy ass lineup. So the rest of the video, I don't think I have much to share with you guys, but I genuinely believe, and I want you guys to drop a comment if you agree, that this is the cleanest, best tutorial that I posted to date. And I'm not too prideful to say that because I really do think I'm evolving as a barber. I'm taking the next step to just be flawless in my technique, be more efficient as a barber, and hopefully you guys can see that through the screen. So once again, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're new, like the video, drop a comment. Happy New Year to all you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.